Got this Jagg oil cooler installed on this bike last night, and I tell you what, it just clears my shifter. It clears my shifter. I guess my only impression of this thing is the extra seal on the adapter. You know, I'm already asking myself, where's this thing going to leak first? And the other thing is I was trying to make me some nice lines, and for the life of me, I was trying, because it came with some nice clamps and everything, but I could not get those lines to go over that. I put grease and everything, it just would not go. But I did get it on there, and I will figure this hose line thing out later on, I guess. And on top of that, an oil change, I decided to, well, since I put these cams in this bike, the top end noises, it's got this little bit of a chatter more than what I'm used to from when I remember this bike being. So when I redid the engine, I replaced the rocker arms and the shafts and all that, but I just used OEM rocker arms. See in there. But I bought a set of Jim's Power Glide lifters. Damn. Yeah, some Jim's lifters. And I've got two in. I got the back done already. I did it last night when I got home from work. I got to do the front today. And I actually had those lifters for over a year. And I kind of forgot about them because I was looking into, like I said, I wanted to quiet this top end down a little bit. And I'm just going to keep that the same. I was thinking about roller rockers, but it's just, they're so expensive. And not unless I can find them like how I found those lifters. And that oil cooler and that carburetor setup. Pretty much everything I bought, even the cams, they're all used. Everything I bought for this Harley, 90% of it is probably used on parts. Like, even the lifters that are in it now, they're the lifters that came with the cam set. They're used. I just put everything that went with it into this bike when I bought it. I eBayed all that stuff. And it's still going. I like that about the Harleys a little bit because I'm not afraid to put their used parts in their bikes. Those parts are pretty well made. But I need to get a temperature gauge. See, what I didn't do was see how warm my oil was before I put this on. But I know the temperature range it needs to be in. So I have to get this together when I get home this evening. If not, I'll do it in the morning. And see if those lifters actually do quiet it down a little bit. I'm not really into those rocker locker things because I do work on my bike a good bit and I like having access to things. When I actually work on, I don't know if anyone else does this like I do, especially when you got adjustable push rods in your bike and you need to work on it there somewhere. But what I do is I just crack this bolt out and take the shaft out, pull this off when I take my push rod out to do my lifters or anything down there. I don't pull the whole top off and just put it back on. And I've done it like that for years and never had an issue with head gaskets or anything like that, rocker block gaskets leaking. But I do buy very quality rocker box gaskets for this thing, because this one, being an 88, don't have the breathers up in the heads, so it does build some pressure up there, so you're better off to buying the better higher end gaskets, the metal gaskets and stuff like that for it. But these are the things that Harley improved on in the next generation, that I still deal with the older problems of these older bikes. We'll see how this thing turns out here in the next day or two.